Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah. I'm Miko and my full name is Miftal Khair. In this video, I will tell you about how to make a website the, in from zero to the full website. Okay. First, before that, I will tell you about uh, what what is mean website. Okay. In Wikipedia, website is a collection of several web pages that can display ap- appropriate information or data and also interacts with user. Okay, and uh, website is website is website is divided into two. First, static website, and second, dynamic website. What is mean static website? Static website is uh, a website without uh, database. Uh, the database is database dynamic, but static website can use database, but this database must not 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 change in every time. Like static website such as landing page or my portfolio or or or, or your portfolio and another and and then dynamic website is a website with database and data in this dynamic website is every time change, such as Facebook, Instagram, uh, Twitter, and e-learning maybe another, like similar. Uh, okay, next, then how to make a website. Website uh, also built with hypertext. Hypertext um, website also built with hypertext, so HTML and CSS. With CSS, we can build um, our website more beautiful because CSS support you for uh, layering, coloring template, coloring palette, and another. Yeah, and we can build a website with um, other technology, other programming language such as JavaScript, PHP, the and another. Next, this is step. You must to be do doing. First step is uh, you must make a design for your website, and namely design is UI UX. UI UX is user interface and user experience. Yeah. Uh, you you can design UI UX for your website. Use Figma, Adobe XD, Adobe Illustrator, and you can after result your design in Figma and Adobe XD. You you can uh, drop in Mockflow for result beautify, beautify, more beautify. Um, Next, what mean user interface? User interface is uh, user interface is determines color palette and layouting and more self steps and animation on your website. Uh, can 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 you must uh, be used for your website uh, and other. Next, what is mean user experience? User experience, in my opinions, is uh, effect, effectivitas and service and um, and user convenience for your for use your product. Uh, like example is these are two bottle sauce bottles, and bottles number one is uh, cap. Bottle number one is bottle cap. Uh, there is in on top bottle, and bottle number two is in there in bottom bottom um, bottles, and more user is uh, give feedback, good feedback for bottle number two, because bottle number two is uh, create user convenience in user experience. There are user experience. Okay, next, after design UI UX your website finish. Next step is slicing. Slicing is job job desk, front end developer and back end developer. Uh, Slicing is mean translate for design UI UX for from design UI UX for uh, code called uh, for user for web for web for our website. Uh, so that we can product deployment uh, our website. Okay, what difference front end and back end? Front end is front end is view you see website user view your website, um, uh, like as you see design UI UX, you see in front end to create animation with uh, code in programming language, and front end to create uh, in, interactive in interaction interact user, such as if we click this button uh, for result. What for result? Um, Example result is so so models. Uh, that that is, and front end to create responsibility, like uh, if user open your website in smartphone, and your website must be respond respond in uh, smartphone, anything smartphone, uh, and your website must no broke if user open in smartphone and uh, maybe tablet and other. Front end is using HTML, CSS, also and JavaScript programming language, because because in JavaScript we can create iterative with user, on click, on scroll, and other, and also we can use PHP programming language for full stack, but in PHP no less attractive with user. Okay, next, what is mean framework? Framework, in my opinion, is um, uh, a tools for developer. Um, so framework as to facilitate facilitate for developer, um, ma- to be easily and fastest, and uh, example framework in CSS. Um, in CSS there is Tailwind CSS. This is my opinion. This is powerful framework for CSS, and in PHP there is Laravel to most powerful, so very very powerful because uh, because not just powerful. Laravel is so big, so um, so big brands, so because Laravel is connect to React, connect to Vue, connect to other framework, other libraries is easily to installation, and so beautiful. I love it. I love Laravel, and uh, there are there is React. React is framework JavaScript, and React so great framework, and also more than people use this framework, and this framework is use component system. So uh, if you have navbar, if you have hero, if you have more component uh, in their react is easily for um, setting is component and combine component other component in your one page, and uh, so create with react uh, you can create you can create um, reusable code. So here's to greet to developer like us. Okay, next different framework versus native. I will show you framework CSS Tailwind versus native. Okay, I will toggle um, toggle dark mode in Tailwind CSS. I set this HTML. Yes, Tailwind CSS use uh, namely utilities class. So C class is more big, more, and this is input CSS, and this JavaScript. Uh, okay, we see if we click our website is change color to dark mode because I set in dark utilities in Tailwind CSS, and in JavaScript if click even click and add uh, add class dark to document HTML in there. Okay, so if we click and key back, if we click again, if here to make dark mode, and let me see uh, in CSS native. See, this is CSS native with HTML, just HTML and CSS native. See, uh, different HTML without tailwind. So class is just one, and there CSS I use pseudo class and pseudo class checker and pseudo class selector, double pseudo class. Um, we can read if the if 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 element by ID duck toggle in checker, uh, then then element with class toggle circle in div in label is display absolute and transform translate uh, 50 pixel and background color is black. And to this element same but no but different class. Yes, we let we see result. Yeah. It's similar, but um, I not I not recommend and I not like with native because is um, take take my time more my time. Yes, and with the CSS framework is very fastest. You can call just class and you set custom just custom is little and set JavaScript more than little too. Okay, enough to so different from um, framework versus native. Yeah, see, uh, is analogy for React for framework big like React or Laravel. This is without framework. Let me see. Yes, door is uh, cerobong is Windows is not without framework is not need or is not order and with framework is order is need because um, if we build a website with framework um, like Laravel and React and Next and other. So we uh, have provided from their framework. Uh, let me let me see project with React maybe. No with Laravel. See, this is a project with Laravel framework. Is uh, when you install, you you get these folders and files uh, like us app and Bootstrap include config the for your application, database, migration factories, and seeder is provide in there and public. You you can you can get your asset in there. Uh, Storage is not important. Hmm. Routes is your setting your routes in there and your API in there and other and this folder resource in view in there is files to render your application and in there is JS at with JS with Bootstrap and CSS folder to your custom and CSS. Mm. All is provide with framework. So is more more neat. Uh, okay, with framework more structure than native. Okay, next. This is uh, graphic for more user and more love with work with frameworks such as React, Self, Vue.js, Solid, Lit, and other. In there are is framework for uh, JavaScript. Okay. Next, backend. What is backend? Backend is my opinion is um, backend is your you can setting your database. Oh no, my battery is low. Um, the backend is the website uh, creation step to organize data from database uh, to be ready display uh, on for consume in front end and um, the work is back end is to create a REST API and validate and authorization um, and validate or authorize logins uh, and registration and also the backend manage data interaction such as creating data. Uh, we, we we call create, and sending data we call upload. Um, Reading data we call read, and deleting data we call delete. Uh, in for step for feature in the back end, we sort by crude. Uh, this is what uh, one once work is back end. Yeah. In the back end, uh, in back end there is stuck uh, thing as back end and API. What what is database and API? First, what is mean database? Database is uh, data, more data, structured data for your web application. And database divided in um, in my opinion two two into two. First are DBMS, or relational database management system, is for your setting and for your uh, manipulation data in your RDBMS, and your storage, maybe storage database your web application in uh, this DBMS, such as SQLite, MongoDB, MySQL, PostgreDB, MariaDB, and other. And second is operational DBMS, operational database management system, so JSON and XML. And in my opinion, JSON is the next is XML, and JSON uh, sering we we also to use JSON in my all web application, because JSON uh, also we use for API. API use file.json. Okay, next, framework for database. Uh, in there to Laravel, because Laravel is full stack uh, with PHP programming language. And there is next. Next is the continue. The next next is the next uh, framework for from React libraries, and this is Nux. Nux is the next from few libraries, and there is Express.js. Express.js is the full stack framework for JavaScript. Okay, next, this is uh, leaderboard uh, for uh, until 2021. Okay, next, what is mean API? Uh, in my opinion, API is a bridge uh, bridge uh, in from database to your web application. Hmm. Actually, you can uh, example you need data from database. You example you need data users, data email user. Example, you can put uh, live live uh, in database, but is not recommend because is not nothing security. So uh, solution is uh, use the REST API. REST API is the bridge database uh, for web application. Data. If you example, if you need data menu, maybe you you not put leave database, but you request your request first to API, REST API, and REST API put the database, and database is API put database and store to API, REST API, and REST API post to web application. Mm. This is usability in more web application, in all web application. Okay, API is mean application programming interface. So API is interface, bridge or interface or anything uh, from database to web application, or web application from web application to database. Okay, so uh, until here, what do you understand? So I will tell you uh, analogy about front end, back end, and API. There is image restaurant in uh, lobby, restaurant dining room. Uh, we can call this is front end. Yes, look, it's so beautiful. It's um, so very beautiful in uh, interface, then and other very beautiful and very neat. Uh, there is kitchen, and this kitchen we can call backend because this in kitchen we cook cook from materials, uh, example rice, example fish, and others uh, to make menus eating from provide to user uh, in restaurant in front end. there is a kitchen. We cooking. We another, and this kitchen too is have storage, maybe uh, freezer or closet or other, and there is in their freezer and closet and other it is um, materials for food and call database. Yes, and if food is ready to eat for user in front end, uh, we have is waiters. Waiter is order in from back end, order food from kitchen to the table user in front end. This front end. Okay. This is waiter called API. Okay. Uh, I hope you understand what I mean, and this is enough for videos. Enough for video. Yes. Um, Easily is um, not here, and maybe then more step for uh, our web application to ready use for user, because more step um, like evaluation, and evaluation is job that's uh, for quality assurance, and more steps, the then evaluation, then deployment, and next presentation, and next marketing your web application, and then maintenance, and then and more than. Yeah, I think it's enough for video. Thank you very much, and I'm sorry about my language, my speech, my words is wrong. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And thank you. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum.